Fagude. Welcome to Pit to Palace, our show, our podcast, where we talk nothing but business. We talk encouragement. We talk about people who are movers and shakers of this world. So today I'm sitting with another guy, born and bred in the East Rand. His name is Zali Nxabi, right? Yes. How you doing, brother?
I'm great, thanks.
Yeah, so this is a new greeting, by the way.
Life as we know it.
Life as we know it, man.
Yep.
We're gonna look back and then we think we miss shaking hands.
Yeah, we miss hugging.
We miss hugging. And maybe in the near future, kids will be like, shake hands and like, no, what is that?
It's crazy.
Zali,
yes, sir.
Welcome on our show.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. We thank you for taking out your time to be with us today.
Thank you, sir.
So just tell us about Uguti. Who is Zali? Where is Zali born? Where did you grow up? And just give us a small family background.
Okay, great stuff.
Yes.
So Uzali, formerly known as Zali Nxabi.
Zali Nxabi.
Yes, the name was given by my great-grandfather actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Randfontein, in Tlhakeng.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
West Rand?
In the West Rand.
Oh, okay, all right, that's nice.
I was born and raised in Tlhakeng,
Mm-hmm.
schooled in the West Rand. I only came to the East Rand at the age of 17 after writing my matric exams.
Okay.
And
what year was that?
That was 2002, with December.
Okay.
And I had come to visit my cousin for December holidays.
All right.
I got here and I was introduced to a whole new world. Not that I had not been, yes.
Okay.
Not that I haven't been coming to the East Rand, no.
So your cousin's from where? In Tembisa?
Yes, Tlaletsepo section.
Okay.
And I think now coming as a 17-year-old, you just completed matric and you come to a whole new world.
Adolescent is at
busy,
its highest.
You know, and the space is busy. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, can't you barely?
So this was festive season?
This was festive season.
Okay.
And go busy, man. There's people all over the road and there's cars passing every 2 seconds. Plus, Langvakashile connects the main road.
Oh, so, okay, yeah. So the first night you couldn't sleep, number one.
The first night it was all clean.
Because taxis, they buzz until late in the evening. They start buzzing early in the hours. So,
you know?
Okay.
We went down with train and I remember Festival Mall was just Checkers Hype at the time. You know?
Okay, just starting.
On the day I arrived was too much shooting band and that's where we went. So that was my first encounter of Kempton Park at the town.
2002?
2002.
Wow, man.
So I get here and, I thought to myself, look, prior to me writing my matric exams, my father was retrenched from work. He used to work for SAP for like 16, 17 years.
Isando?
Yeah, no, Chamto.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. And now he's been retrenched and he sat me down and I was like, Baba, after school, I don't have money to take you to varsity. So you're going to have to be a man.
Wow.
So I came here knowing that at the back of my mind, I'm sitting with that thought of, I need to find
my hustle begins now.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, come December holidays, yes, we're all having fun, good December, and January, it's time to go back. But then I thought to myself, look, and I'm sure I can start looking for a job on the side.
Okay.
So, Buzman Kulu, do you mind if I stay a little longer? With pleasure, can stay.
Okay.
So I stayed.
This is 2003.
This is now 2003, early in the year. People are going back to school and the realization of...
Then the township all of a sudden
I'm
is
not
quiet.
a school child, So there's options now. And I see people that are my age but drive a Maventure, Bonamachita Spanema car wash, Abanye bayavuka ekuseni bathi bawumaketha isando.
Yes.
So what's the path? I've already made a few friends, Ekasi, from different spheres, and
obviously you befriended your cousin's friends.
Exactly.
So his friends are your friends.
Now become my friend.
Yes.
So, and obviously now you start adapting to their mindset and their ways of living.
Yes, sir.
And early 2003, we had a trampoline.
Okay.
And we started here with hiring out umpampo, not necessarily
So
hiring out.
we're in the family.
In the family.
Let's have.
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the uncles back in Mhlakeng had a umpampo, but he had like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
so we asked for one,
yes.
went and fetched it, a big sized one. So abantwana bagibela and if I walk, you know.
So that was your first hustle.
First hustle. So you've made $100, you've made $200.
From 50 cents. Okay.
We see clipper, siyabloma. So now you started the thing of uphuza.
Of course, yes.
Because I'm into this girl, you think.
Yeah. No, the world is mine.
The cousins I'm visiting are still in school.
Yeah.
But say we do melo.
Yeah.
So,
like you boys better go to school.
Yeah. When I was I mean, salary papa bantwana babuya esikolweni can collect ama 5 up and stuff like that. And now comes the thing. I saw a lady, and I think it was the first true experiences of how it is like to love someone or to care for someone. I saw a lady, and I started. So this lady, I saw from 100 meters away, and I was like, "Who's that lady?"
Okay.
And they start laughing.
All right.
Like, what's fine? But no, mshana.
Okay, all right.
Oh, but I've never seen her.
Umfihla sister. Yeah.
Oh, sister. Okay, sure.
So you are almost 18.
I'm almost 18.
So how old would you say she was at the time?
She was 17.
Okay,
she
but
was
a year
now
behind.
She was now doing her matric. I just completed.
So umbona uma uniforms.
Oh, usekhasi.
Okay.
Yeah, uyazidlulela nomngani wakhe. But uhleli kule corner about 100 meters away.
Yeah, but Bandula on the other side.
And later the day I saw her, and you know, she was like, no chance. It took me 9 months of patience, 9 full months of patience. Mhlele January, 19 September 2003 or 11. So that whole 9 months.
You didn't have the time, bro.
I remember very well. It was PDG's show on YFM, Zali Nxabi, at 11 o'clock and called.
Is this the same woman that is your wife now?
That's correct. 18
no wonder why you have all the details, bro. No wonder why you have.
You know?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a very funny question while we're still on that topic.
Yeah.
Is this your first love now?
I would say officially. This was my first. This was the first time I actually experienced what it's like to
love somebody.
To have that feeling inside of me. Like,
so you married your first love?
I married my first love. I married my first love. I think when I was 22, she was 21. And we were about to have our first daughter.
Man, you're a gangster.
And do you understand? A 22-year-old walking Ubo saying Malume Mfulukshad.
So you met the lady, 18 years old, you are Konywa, and you start to kick it, but obviously not understanding what you guys are doing, but you're doing it.
Exactly. Anyway, I was span.
She's at school, and 4 years down the line, you marry her.
I didn't know, so it was a case of this is the person I want to spend the rest of
And now 4 years, you've made your mind that in my longest 22 years of my life,
second day after we started dating,
you knew this is the one.
That this was my wife.
You knew.
I knew. I could feel it. It's something you can't explain.
I know what you're talking about, but I didn't know it could come that early.
No, it did come early. I think another thing is for me, I personally feel, you know, when you grow up not missing that
the fatherly figure, would you say?
Not even that.
Because you had your dad.
I had my dad, but my dad was there but not there.
Okay.
You know, Abu Baba Bey,
yes.
We are Spanish. His job is to provide for the family.
It's you see his face, but you hardly have a relationship with him.
As father and son. Yes. Because he knows his job is to make sure there's food on the table. Yes. And my job is to do my chores.
And chances are when he's in the house, you're on the other bed.
Exactly.
You're never in the same space with him.
Or even if we were watching TV, there's not really conversation. The only time we're having conversations is if I'm in trouble and I'm here to get my money. And that was it.
Or they tell you, Sochelo Baba.
Sochelo Baba. You know? And I mean, funny enough, me and my father now are the closest people. We are best of friends.
Of course.
But I think
still alive.
He's still alive.
Wow, you love
And that longing of love is what made me seek for love, because I longed for love in my upbringing.
Wow.
That I wanted to belong. And when I found that sense of belonging, that's when you
with this woman.
I want to stay here because now I know what it's like to feel loved. Now I know what it's like to be cared for without having to be expected to do anything in return. So it's now up to you to make sure you maintain that love. And for me, that was like a blessing because that opened up a lot of things. It healed old wounds. It covered spaces that I never even thought needed covering. And for that.
So what kind of wound would you say that it healed you? This love now with your woman got you healed. What kind of wound?
I think more than anything,
because you had your parents. You had both mother and father.
Yeah.
They were both living in the same house, so there was no separation.
In fact, my dad and mom separated when I was 10.
Oh, okay.
So, from one stepmother to another.
Oh, I see, okay.
And
now I know what you're talking
because you really didn't have somebody that you could share your deepest thoughts with.
Yes, sir.
Your deepest thought was shared with the streets.
Of course.
I spent a lot of my time with my friends, which we're still friends today. But that's where I learned a lot about growing up, about being a young boy in Kasi. It's the influences of my friends. So if there's a new trend,
you pick it up on the street.
If there's a new way of dressing up,
it's on the street. Yes. Sex education is on the street.
It's on the street. And that are probably doing well in Kasi. It's up to you whether you look up to the bad ones or the good ones.
Yes.
But Tilekasi, we had a mixture.
Yes.
There was a bad guy that you look up to because of the cars.
Of course.
And there was a good guy that you look up to because you want to be like them. I remember when I witnessed the first black...
Or even sometimes you want to be like the bad guy, but not in his badness.
In his badness.
Yeah. But you like his style.
You like his style. I want to dress like him. I want to drive like him.
Yeah.
I remember when one of my best friends, brother, he was one of the first few black, fully qualified chartered accountants.
Wow.
And I think at the time we do like grade 10, 11, and we all as Jimmy wanted to be accountants because he's...
Of course, he's the pinnacle.
Exactly. How much diversity. And first year, how much they want to do,
Yeah.
And it only changes when they are there.
Of course.
Okay, maybe this is not me.
Yeah.
Let me choose my own path.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't go to school, I'm now stuck in the East End, trying to look for a job, trying to hustle here and there. So venture.
Okay, you're going too far. Let me catch you there.
All right.
Let me catch you. Now, you define yourself. I know you are an actor.
Yeah.
You define yourself as an actor, a motivator. You define yourself as a father and a husband. You define yourself as a specialist and a strategist. So, which of those titles take first priority with you?
Being a father and a husband. I think that.
So that takes first priority.
That is like first amongst God.
Okay.
I have my own company, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously we'll reverse and get to how we got this.
Yeah.
But one of the first policy of the business is that there is no CEO.
Okay.
Because the CEO is God. He runs the business.
Okay.
I am an employee.
All right.
I report to him. In my household, there is no Baba Umuzu, Baba Umuzu.
Okay. So you serve under him?
I serve under him.
Wow.
I take guidance from him. So as a result, you will not, in the house of the Lord, do anything that will offend the Lord's teachings.
So which is your house, but it's the house of the Lord?
No, I'm merely...
Or you are a servant?
I'm a caretaker.
Okay.
I'm a caretaker of the family.
The gardener?
He is the father. And that's the number one rule.
Wow, man.
So that's where it starts. And then after that, I'm a businessman who is a strategist and an out-of-home specialist. I'm a billboard owner, then I'm an actor, then I'm an entertainer, then a motivational speaker, and.
Wow. Mr. Many Titles. Man of many talents.
I try. I've always been an inquisitive child. I've always wanted to do things that are not within my reach, but I've always challenged myself to at least know what it is that I can't reach.
Where would you say the hunger to do more and be more comes from?
I think it came from, growing up being a needy child in a sense that you were a needy child. Your soul wanted to belong. So you found yourself knocking on many things. You know, you play soccer
knocking
today.
on many doors.
You play soccer today, we go more, and you go play this tomorrow. Not good. You go play that. But because you've done trial and error on all of them, you find yourself being a jack of all trades.
Okay.
Because you've tried a little bit of everything until you find the one thing that you love and you stick to it. So because I've always been a child that longed to belong, everywhere where I went and I felt like I belonged, I would stay. Okay. So that's what now started opening my eyes up to a lot of things, because now you learn about engineering and then you realize, okay, maybe this is not me. You learn about IT, you do it pays your salary, then you realize, no, this is not me. Okay. You learn about something else until you find the one thing. So when I got to media, then I fell in love. I was like, this is where I belong, because I had started learning my character. I had started learning my limitations and knowing who I am. And by doing that, that helped me know what it is that I can do for the rest of my life without getting bored.
Wow, man. And speaking of media now, just tell me, what is Street Kids Media for you?
Street Kids Media is a company that I started between myself and my wife in 2006. I was still working for Manchester, South Africa at the time.
So don't go too fast.
Yeah.
Don't go too fast.
Yeah.
2006, you started Street Kids Media.
And I was still employed.
You were still employed?
Yes.
And you met the woman 2002.
That's correct.
You married her 2006.
Yeah.
And then immediately you started.
No, not 2006, 2016. Sorry, my
okay.
2016. Sorry.
Oh, 16.
2016.
Okay. So you started Street Kids Media.
Started Street Kids Media,
okay.
and I was working for Mindshare at the time.
Mindshare.
In South Africa.
So, but what is Street Kids Media about?
So Street Kids Media is a what I would like to call a strategist or a media advertising business.
Tell me more about it.
So what we do as Street Kids Media, we write strategies for some of the big brands, and we help them channel their advertising spend. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, we are fast-growing leaders in the branding space. Mm-hmm. We've got a few billboards of our own. And we also...
So your billboard company or your billboard business is under Street Kids Media?
Street Kids Media and campuses.
Oh, okay, the whole.
Yes.
All right.
And now we're about to get into TV production as well. So, in fact, we're already into TV production.
So give us a small education about billboard branding.
Billboard branding is it's basic advertising. Obviously by reaching.
So this is print media we're
This
talking
is print, but obviously print not as a newspaper, but this is print on a piece of steel, or a wall, or a shop, or a place of high conveyance, or be it like Aboswazi Inn,
Okay.
A brand will send you there and say, look, we want to push our brand in that area.
Okay.
Can you make us visible? Then you go and find a spaza, you go and find Umkozi on the side of the road that you can help brand so you can make the brand visible.
Yeah. So now you worked with brands like Aquafresh, Mad Lemon, Multi-Choice.
Yeah.
There's plenty. I can't start to finish them. And how did you get those gigs?
So those gigs I got when I was still employed, with Mindshare. So I worked with those brands under the Mindshare brand.
Under the Mindshare brand.
Being the out-of-home specialist.
Okay.
So I was the front line when it comes
to... So you stole.
Still is a very bad way.
It's a bad way.
I was actually given a blessing when I left the company to tell them.
It was in your database,
exactly.
It's your connection.
And I was very honest with them.
Okay.
Like, look, when I leave here, I want to go become myself.
These are my people.
Yeah. Okay. I want to go start my own business. And I think the company gave me a blessing. They said, my man, we will help you. Because in fact, my first assistance in finding I got from my previous company.
Oh, okay.
We were like, no,
all right.
Go ahead. I think we wish you the best. Wow. And we're still the best of friends now. I mean, I think that is like the one place that taught me most of the things I did.
Wow, man. That's beautiful. Wow. Wow, you don't find a lot of companies who do that. Who says we will bless you and then go on and do the work.
When they see your value, and that place was home. I was one of those guys who went to work when I was on leave.
Okay.
And I was always in trouble with my wife.
So you were a hard worker?
No, I love working. I love out of home. I loved what I did, and I love being around the same spaces because, when people take care of you, you don't stop trying. So I was always that young man who was always trying to thrive because I didn't learn media in school. Media found me.
Found you.
I was just a mere IT guy in the same company. And then one of the directors said, you know what, your character in IT as Ambilan. I think you fit more here. Don't you want to try this? I was like, okay, let's see where it goes.
Yeah, the boss says so. Then
next thing you know, like giving big brands to work with. I was like, I mean, my first gig was ANC during elections in 2004. Was it 2004? 2014. That was my first big gig, and I was working on a big account. I mean, I was ANC national elections.
Wow.
And
millions.
I was only there for 2 years. You know, that's millions of budgets that you're looking after. I think after that, I just plain sailed. You know, MTN, GSK was my baby. I mean, we changed the face of GSK in advertising. We got some big recommendations from across the world. I mean, the OTF Awards, we got a high.
What's GSA? Is that Grandpa's Plaza something?
Yes.
All right. What does that all about?
So again, we were sitting in a boardroom, my client, and they were like, we want to take the brand to the people.
Okay.
We want to.
What brand now are they selling? Oh, Grandpa.
Yes. They were like, we want to make it a part of the community. And I said, so if you want to make it part of the community, then give it to the community. Don't just buy billboards, go and print those puzzles. That's
okay.
And that's what we did.
Be in their face.
Yes.
Okay.
And we went around, we printed puzzles, we gave them as puzzles an app, you know, so they can be our eyes and ears on the ground. And at the time, they had a problem with counterfeit Grandpa.
Of course.
Went on a counter sweep. Now, on the database, they knew where every puzzle owner was buying stuff from.
Okay.
So they could eliminate the ones that they were not supplying. Then that's where they knew.
This is fake. Okay.
And now brand education to those puzzle owners. This is how you tell a fake and a real one.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
And from that, you know, the sales skyrocketed. So that was, for me, that was basically the highlight of my whole career.
Wow, man. And so now, would you say that business came before acting?
Yes.
All right.
Acting is something I did when I was really young. And I was lucky enough to work Nabosomis in 2009 when I was doing Obonagele by the Market Theatre, Peter Ngojo, Bulaki Ngojo.
So you're a Market Theatre product?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, I was very, very, very young. I was 14 at the time. I was in school. I was Gen A.
Yes. Also, you were one of those.
You know? And I think that's where the love for the art started.
Okay.
Because at least I had done a little bit of theatre. And then it stopped. Because 2000 I had to go study in Pumaland. I was doing my grade 10 there. Then I came back.
Okay.
And now it was just all normal. So being in the media industry now, working for Mindshare, you start making content, you start meeting people.
Your own crew now?
Not even my own crew.
All right.
You meet people in the industry.
Okay.
So I met Titimba.
Yeah,
and Titimba was like, no man, there's friends of mine you need to meet. So he took me to Ogilvy, he took me to Black Brain Studios, and I met Umandla no system at the time.
Oh, no system,
yes, all right. And I had a crazy idea about some TV
Was this now when they were doing their comedy
set?
Okay.
Yes. And I met them, and in that meeting they were like, actually, we're about to do a production called Lockdown.
Yes.
Do you want to be a part of it? It's like, I mean, I'm your actor, but yeah, so do you understand? It's a spine, I 9 to 5.
But now, were they aware of your history in terms of, okay.
So obviously they asked me a question.
Yeah.
And I had to take leave from my work to shoot in Lockdown.
All right.
Then I did that, and the first season aired. And I was just an extra.
At the time?
At the time, you know?
All right.
And I think me and Mandla just kicked it. And he was like, no man, I'm doing the next season of Sestopia. I'm looking for Lakash.
Okay.
I think you fit the character. And I came, and that was one of the biggest episodes they've ever done.
So now, Lakasha, were you taking the very old Lakasha guy from Boston?
So they called me Lakasha Junior.
Okay,
because I was supposed to be his son.
Oh, okay.
On the sitcom.
Yeah.
And that
because he branded that name very well.
That episode blew. He was like, no man. Wait, there's more. Then there was another one here that's cool by Tanika's Diary.
Okay.
Like, there's an episode of man, the outie panda, and the things I went into. I played my Domolo and Skumba. And then from there it grew, you know, and then there was now the big one, which was Side Dish.
Okay.
Where I now played, basically one of the main characters.
Yeah, you were staring there.
Yes, I played detective later.
Okay.
Which good news is that We're about to shoot season 2, which has 13
Right now?
episodes. Yeah.
When is it starting?
Just soon after lockdown, we start shooting. After this lockdown,
Oh, okay, no, not the lockdown.
Yes, after social distancing.
Yeah.
We shoot season 2 of
So
of
hopefully
Side Dish.
level 2 maybe.
Hopefully level 2.
Okay.
We start shooting, and there's a global phenomenon, an actor that is basically going to change my career outlook, that is going to be playing alongside me on Side Dish season 2. It was said on Instagram last week.
So it's been said already in public?
On an Instagram live chat between me and my actor.
Then give us the name then.
That I'll be playing alongside Denzel Washington on the season 2.
Wow, man,
Yes,
that's a big name.
yes.
That's
So
a
that
massive name.
I was shaking after the conversation with, I'm going to be playing again. Like alongside
Okay,
Denzel
now
Washington.
what does the script say? How far are you from Denzel? Are you going
We
to
are
see him?
seeing I'm a detective.
Oh, so
Remember-
he's your partner.
Yes, so there's 2 partners. There's 2 detectives on season 1.
Okay.
He comes in as the 3rd one on season 2.
Okay.
So now it's 3 detectives who are looking for whatever murder or whatever mystery
Yeah.
around the Side Dish. I'm
Yeah.
sure the first one it was these 4 ladies went out on a weekend away, and one brought a Side Dish yakhe.
Yeah.
And some things happened in the night, and bampusha wawa washona bahamba bampupela. 3 years later, and then the investigation comes out.
It
turns
got
out,
revealed.
Yes, it
Yeah.
got revealed that in fact one of the co-accused is my partner's ex-girlfriend. So we start chasing them. So the
Okay.
story is about us chasing the leads.
So now this is season 3 now. They're
No,
bringing
it's season
in
2.
Season 2
is about to start.
Okay.
That's where Denzel comes.
Denzel comes
Obviously,
in.
new storyline that I can't reveal as yet.
So it's more like training day because you'll be riding with him now every day.
Obviously, Tina, we are the South African police.
Of course, yes,
Traffic
it's
comes
CIA or
from another-
something, yeah.
And now, but it's fun because I'm the fun character in the
Wow,
in the
man.
series, and I'm the one who's full of jokes. So it's gonna be crazy playing alongside a big name like that. And
he's got a lot of comic in him as well.
and he's got dry humor. And I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Because I can take the dry humor. I've got so many plans. I don't sleep at night because I think to myself, I need to make sure that when this man leaves South
So it gives you a sleepless night, man.
I need to make sure that when he leaves the country, he remembers my name forever.
Wow, bruh. We wish you all the best. This is how many seasons now? I mean, how many?
We're doing 13 episodes.
Episodes.
Yeah, 13 episodes of the next season because it was big. We did 4 episodes.
How long does it take to shoot 13 episodes?
Yo, that'll take you between 6 to 8 weeks. I mean,
So he's gonna be this side probably about 2 months.
Yeah, one episode will take you about 4 days.
Who's paying him?
The
production.
Production was paid. The
Big
channel was
budget.
paid. Big budget.
Is this under multi-choice?
This is now going to be on SABC.
Or SABC?
This is the
Wow, man. So SABC is like big dough.
I think it's about how you sell your idea. Because
So
remember,
he's agreed, he's signed the contract, everything is done.
he's coming. We're doing this for the second time. The lady who played on Martin, geez, I'm so embarrassed, I'm forgetting.
Martin, the sitcom.
The sitcom.
Oh, Gina.
Yes, the one who played Gina.
The one
She
to
was on-
Martin.
Yes, she was
Okay.
on lockdown season 4, season 3. Yes.
Oh, okay.
She came here for 2 months. She stayed with us. She was shot lockdown. She was one of the prisoners. So it's not our first time doing this.
Wow, bruh. Well, wish you all the best, man. This is big. So now, wow. Does Tembisa know about you? Do you think they know enough about you?
I wouldn't know because Nami means I'm not all over the place. I only go to maybe 3 or 4 places when I'm around.
So the gem is right under our nose. And we
I
don't
do have
know.
a few friends that I hang out with.
Yeah, but
so I think people just see
the chilling boys.
Yeah, they
and
just
the
see
next thing
this
there's
is
a
the
bottle
guy,
of whiskey
you know?
there.
Yeah,
but they don't know exactly the quality of a person
But
they are
I
with.
think another thing is because I
Do you
also,
think they know? Even your friends, do you think they really know? They take you serious for,
I think
for
they
who
know
you
what
are?
I want them to know.
Okay.
And it always ends there because there are certain things I don't feel comfortable talking about. I can't talk about my business to my friends. I can't talk about my future plans to my friends. But they know the little that they see on TV and the little that they see on the streets.
Wow.
And plus the thing is, my character is not one that always likes to go and sell himself to people. I let my work do the talk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I let them.
So now a simple Joe right there in the corner was to be an actor. What will be your first direction?
Can you act?
Is that it?
You want
Can
to be
you
a
act?
dancer?
Yes.
Because we need to nurture some kind of person.
That is it. But guys, what I want to tell
you, same thing happens in acting.
Yeah.
Can you act? Yes. Okay. Here's the audition. Let's play. If you can't make it through the audition, then you're not an actor.
So, but for a young kid who actually they've got the love inside, but they've never acted, what would be your push on them? Go to school?
Start small.
Start small.
So at school, kunama drama.
Okay, classes. Yeah.
Elokishini, kunama art center. I mean, Moses Molelekwa has one. Go there, learn the craft. Start from the bottom. Do theater. What if you can understand and learn theater? A screen will be nothing for you.
You reckon?
It will be a walk in the park. Remember, when you do theater, there's no cut. Do it again.
Yes.
You are in front of a live
Yes.
audience.
So you have to correct yourself if you've done.
You basically telling the story through your emotion, and they must learn what's happening by them sitting there. There's no director who's gonna go, let me cut and paste this part.
Of course.
Once they go action, the curtains open. It's you and the audience. Once you can master that, a camera is nothing to you.
Wow, man.
You can walk through a camera easy.
So now your first TV series, was it Lockdown?
It was lockdown. The first official TV series that I ever did was.
And that's no small show either.
It is not. It is not. In
So
fact,
you're kind of like a lucky person because you some would say you started small, but your small is very high.
I was at the right place at the right time. It's about positioning in life. If I always say to people, if you want to be wealthy,
Yeah.
start treating yourself like a rich
So Titi gave you kind of like a breakthrough.
But do you think if I was like behaving like a hooligan, Titi would have even said a word to me?
You know, the funny part, I'll tell you something about Titi. He also gave me a breakthrough.
He gave a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think that guy
is
needs to be
a
celebrated.
different.
True. And that guy needs to be celebrated.
I got into property business because of him,
Yeah.
actually. When I wanted to jump into the business, I met a lady, and then the lady gave me Titi's number. I spoke to Titi over the line. Never seen the guy.
Yeah.
And then he said to me, let's meet, I'm in Santin. Where are you? I said, no, I'm in Santin as well. So I said, no, let's meet. Then we met, and then he said, come to my office. I went to his office, and then he connected me. Easy as that. Never knew the guy. We became friends from there onwards.
I think if there's one thing about him, you know, I don't care what the TV has to show.
Yes.
But if there's one thing about I connect very well with people who are godly.
Yeah.
People who are godly, I connect with them very well. Because we share some a common goal.
Yes, sir.
We work for our maker.
Yes,
so
sir.
because of that, when you meet those people, it's easy for you to connect spiritually because you carry that in everything you do. So I think that's one of the helping things, you know.
Yes.
Your character will lead you to places where you need to. Will lead you to a destiny. That's
Of course. So now, what would you say is that so far the pinnacle of your acting career? Will that be the starring role that you played?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I think Side Dish was basically the pinnacle because I was amongst big names. Big names that I had to play amongst, and the fact that when you watch the series and you see me, you would swear that I've been doing this for 20 years. Because I just flew, because I went in there and I told myself, no one is as big as me. So I'm going to show them that they are big, I'm bigger. And when I got the script, I made sure that I owned the script. That if I were to die, and they gave someone else my character,
they wouldn't do justice.
You must
they
find
wouldn't
it difficult.
do justice.
You know, I look at some actors in our current industry, and there's a few that I look at, and I was like, if you were to give any South African actor to play this character, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
And I'll mention one if you allow me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shona Ferguson plays Chedumaki on the
Okay.
I don't think there's any actor that can play that character the way he does. That man literally plays a Robocop in his own way. How he runs his lines.
Yes.
How he plays with it. Remember, he's basically a very dry person.
Of course.
With a straight face.
Yeah.
But that man can evoke emotion in dialogue, and you can feel that. Okay, now he's happy. Now he's sad. Now he's serious.
Without a smile on his
Without a
face.
smile. with thick movement, and that man can draw you in. You know, he's one of the loved characters on the soap because of how he portrays himself.
Yes.
And then you look at guys like Warren Massimo.
Yes.
For instance, you look at him in 7 different series.
Wow. Man.
And he plays 7 different characters, but he kills all of them. Today he's a gay guy. Tomorrow he's Oti. Ksasa he's a businessman.
Of course.
And he knows how to play those roles. And this is the kind of person you can't replace. You know, you look at you know, how he plays his character on the river. He's basically saying, let me tone it down for you.
Yeah.
And show you which out behavior.
Yeah.
And because you can relate to the things he says,
yeah,
it makes it easy for you to get the message he's trying to give you through the script.
But now, don't you find it difficult to jump? Now you were acting as a cop or maybe a wada, and then you come back to real life now. You know,
yourself.
Yeah, you know, to break that difference, and then you have, because I've seen you in many places.
Yeah.
To me, the one you change character. You feel like I need to take you serious. You are a businessman one day.
Yeah.
Then the next day you are this fun, jumpy guy.
Just wants his whiskey.
Yeah, that just wants his 21-year-old. Then I'm like, but wasn't that the guy I was with not long ago, and he was serious about business?
Yeah.
You understand?
You know, I believe there's a time and place for everything. 1, 2 is you need to know who you are versus what you need to do to,
of course,
to be the person you need to be.
Of course.
And don't forget to play. Don't forget to don't be hard on yourself.
Okay, celebrate yourself.
I mean, you work so hard, you hardly sleep, but you don't enjoy your successes. You need to celebrate yourself. You know, wake up one morning and say, today I'm going to spoil no one but myself. And go and do it without being apologetic
about it.
You know, if you think that nice jacket fits you well and it makes you feel good about yourself, go buy it.
Of course.
Because you worked for it. You earned it.
Of course.
So what's the use of working, putting money in the bank that you never got to enjoy? So nothing motivates you to work harder because you have nothing to look forward to. You see that beautiful car and you're like, I want to drive that in 6 months. Now you start setting a goal, so you work hard. When you reach it, that fulfillment of saying, wow, I've actually done that for myself.
Wow.
So that's what, you know, gives you the space to say, I want to play, I want to be serious. And now I'm at work, because remember, acting is work.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm at work, I need to respect the production. They spent millions putting this together.
Of course.
They rejected 1 million applications and they chose me.
They chose me. I'm one of the few people
Exactly.
they chose.
So there it's expanding. So I need to play this character to the best of my. I need to make the director's life easy.
Wow.
When he says action, he doesn't have to say cut 1 million times. Action,
For
let's
one
play.
portion.
Comes back, let's do it for the gram. Clap, move on to the next scene. I've saved the money. But at the end of the day, I helped the writer to tell the story.
Wow.
Because that's what acting is about. There's a story behind it, there's a lesson. So through you as a character, you are here for a reason.
Yes.
So your character needs to send a certain message. You need to make sure that message is sent across without somebody looking at you and going, nah, I don't believe them.
Do you use the same values for life as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I am what I want to be. I become it first and then I go for it.
So I think you've answered me, but I'll ask that question again. Are you exactly where you want to be right now?
I'm on the path to where I want to be. I'm on the path to where I want to be. I think my destiny.
So you are not fumbling around. So you know exactly where I'm going.
I'm very deliberate about what I want.
So the steps that you take in front of you are calculated steps.
Yes, you make mistakes. I know.
Yeah, of course.
Of
course.
You have set your GPS coordinates.
Yes, sir.
I want to go to Cape Town.
But there's not any filling
The
station.
GPS says take a left.
Yeah.
Join the highway.
Yeah.
Then you join the highway. Along the way, kuna stop and go.
Yes, sir.
Do you stand on the stop and go for the 3 hours? But if the GPS says there's an alternative route, we get you figure you need to find your way back onto the highway. You get there. But you know, at the end of the day, we'll tell you happy.
Cape Town.
Thank you very much. That's how
Such is life.
That's how I live my life.
Wow, man.
I have Cape Town in the horizon, but I need to find ways of getting there. It's not easy. Kuna maham, kuna marobot, kuna traffic, kuna accident endleleni. You know, there's things that will make you go back. Will you really cut like there's a lot of things. And at some point you need to rest.
Of course.
It's an OJ.
Yes.
Get to the garage and rest.
Yeah.
Take a walk.
Or
Forget about the highway.
Get into a B&B, but it was not on your GPS.
Yeah,
Yes.
But at the back of your mind, you
Yes,
still know
sir. Where am I going?
Inside the destination.
I like that. Now you mentioned family, and
Yes.
you said family is the key value, the pillar of who you are. Just give us a small background of your family.
So
your immediate, don't go too far back.
Yes, my immediate. So like I've said with my wife, I've got a 12-year-old daughter.
So how many years married now with the wife?
So officially,
yeah.
It was in November 2011.
Oh, okay.
Messiah. And
but the loboling
happened in when was it? 2006.
2006.
Yeah. 2006.
So that's where the marriage started.
The marriage started, customary.
Yeah.
And then 2011.
So now it means 14 years you've been married.
Pretty much, if you were to count it.
No, you count it.
Yeah.
You count it.
So I've been married.
Yeah.
But according to Home Affairs, we'll be celebrating our 10-year marriage anniversary next year in 2021, and I plan to make it big.
How many kids?
I've got 4 children. I've got 3 girls and a boy.
Okay, the eldest?
The eldest will be, she's 12.
Okay.
Pumelele is 7. And Osnoguhle is 2, and Ndalo is 6 months old. He's a boy. He's the man of the house.
All right, so your first boy.
My first boy.
Okay, are we expecting another boy? Or another child?
No.
Do you think?
Not for now.
Not for now.
No.
But
I think it's time to grow the empire.
We're not closed yet.
We're not closed yet. Anything can happen. But for now, I think the focus is more on the empire because, I mean, me and the wife are partners in the business. So I think the focus now is, making sure they have a big enough home, making sure they're well invested, making sure we are well invested too. Okay. And we want to travel the world.
What's the biggest gigs you have done speaking for so far? I think I saw you on one of the, was it men's, something with men's? Was it last year?
Yes.
Men's something.
Yes, so teaching young boys to be men.
Oh, was that, yeah.
Yes.
I remember.
So there's a few that I've done.
I saw it from a distance.
Yeah, I do them at community level,
Mm-hmm.
I do not quite enjoy this whole, let's go to a seminar in a big venue where people pay big money to come.
Okay. So you're speaking, would you say you are a motivational speaker? You speak under business. Which umbrella do you speak under?
I call myself a life coach.
Or a life coach.
For people who have been in situations that I've been to in life as a young man. And for some it's hard to navigate life.
Of course.
So you need to be there as a guideline. But when you feel like this is normal, when this happens to you, it's normal. Especially for young men, young men lack a sense of direction in the sense that they get to certain ages and they don't know what to do. And that's where a lot of things prey on them. So that's where
you have a lot of anger as a young man, and you don't have anybody to speak to
answer your questions because you say, "Mama, what is this in life?"
Actually, you're right because I think we experience that a lot as black people, and then that's why you find a 17-year-old, 18-year-old. But
yes.
Because now this boy is carrying a lot of anger, but he does not know how to express it. And it's not anger that he's angry with anybody. It's just that level of maturity is not there yet. So he needs somebody to sit him down.
You find men abusing wives or men abusing because
or he's beating up the girlfriend.
Exactly, because he found a way to offload the anger.
Yes, sir.
And now he does it in a wrong manner. But if there was a mentor to show him when this happens, this is what you must do. And we need to also take young people back to the power of prayer. Because some of us have sinned. We need to teach young people about spirituality as well. You need to teach them about their roots and who they are. You need to teach them about values, certain values. You don't need to be a child from a rich family to have values. You could be from the poorest and still have values. And you'll
actually, values has got nothing to do with money.
They've got nothing to do with a level of wealth or anything. Values is just you telling yourself, which I will never become a drug addict.
Are you a prayerful person?
I love prayer. I love conversations with God. I feel like prayer is preset.
Wow.
Prayer is people pray to. People pray to
say that again. Say that again. You love
having conversations with God.
I like that.
Prayer is, you know, I feel like growing up, we used to start praying just to say amen.
And you're actually in a rush to say amen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you copy the prayer from
Someone else's.
or how your mother does it, or so now your prayers along those lines.
Yes, sir.
So you're not being honest to God. You are just.
So conversation is speaking what is in your heart.
You are talking to your inner being.
Because that is prayer.
That is prayer.
Of course.
You drive in your car and you have a chat to God, say, hey, hey, I wonder funny enough.
You probably were saying the same thing coming here.
When you talk to yourself,
yes, sir.
I believe that's where God is listening, because that's where you are being honest.
Of course.
You talk about your shortfalls. You talk about the things you've done wrong, your learnings. And once you do that, self starts being trustworthy of you, or starts being trustworthy of what comes out of your mouth, because your own being trusts you. I always say to people, you can't make a promise to God that you can't fulfill and expect God to fulfill
your promises.
You know what I'm saying?
You ask Him off.
The same thing, you can't make a promise to yourself and not keep it, because your body will start not to believe you, and that's where procrastination comes in. I'm going to gym at 4 o'clock.
You're a dangerous man.
I'm going to gym at 4 o'clock.
You are a dangerous man. Because you start doubting yourself. I say that a lot.
Self doubts you.
Yes.
So if self doesn't trust you,
because you keep on lying to yourself, exactly. So much so that when you speak the truth in yourself,
your body's already
it says, this guy is lying. He's lying to ourselves.
So this born, your own body saying, so this born.
He's not gonna wake up and go to gym.
Hey, when I weekend here, when I I'm going to register you, Saturday, Sunday, we live. Let them go forex.
Before you know it, UNISA is closed. Registration is closed.
Now you're lying to yourself about something new. Basically, you are living your life. You are living your dreams through lies. You are rich here. You are living in a fancy house here, not in action. So your body paints a picture of the way you need to be. But because you keep procrastinating, Rolls Royce 4, Porsche 7, in your mind.
But brother, like I said, when we talk, it's so time flies. And just to ask you one of the last few questions.
Yes, sir.
What is a future Zali? Looking at it from where you are sitting.
Because
10 years from now.
I'm constantly trying the next thing.
Of course.
I'm a what's next type of guy.
Of course.
But my immediate 10-year plan is to make sure that my whole family, so be it my grandmother, my dad, and my mom, my siblings,
yes,
and my immediate family and my in-laws, I want them to be in a place where they can live a comfortable life. That is one. Financially and otherwise.
Okay.
Right. Number 2.
And health-wise.
Yes. Number 2 is to help as many people as I possibly can. Give them a chance that I was also given. Somebody gave me a chance at life. I also want to be that guy who
be a giver.
Yes. I was born a giver. Sometimes I think I give way too much than I do, but I'm a born giver. So I want to take kids to school.
So giving is planting, actually. It's not losing. People think giving is losing.
Sometimes giving
is actually not losing. Not even sometimes. All the time when you give, you're planting.
Exactly.
You might not see the results thereof immediately, but they are waiting. So what you're doing, you're pushing your seeds ahead of time. So that you know that you are well taken care of in the years to come.
I mean, I always say to businessmen that you know that if you sponsor a child to go and do procurement, for instance, and you go and sponsor a child to go do law and a doctor, whatever, in years to come, the procurement manager will probably give your business the biggest contract you've ever received. Without you knowing, because we live.
Of course.
Give out of the goodness of
God.
That doctor might give the biggest heart transplant that will save your life. But you planted that seed.
Wow.
You know? So that lawyer that you took to school might save your business from falling from the biggest lawsuit. But you planted the seed without you know, because you were doing it out of the goodness of your heart. So that is what I plan to keep on doing. I also want to create as many jobs as possible. And I don't want to create jobs ukuthi umuntu angene ahole and ahamba ekhaya ayongena ey'kolotweni. I want to create jobs where people feel empowered enough to become manufacturers, because South Africa is not a country of manufacturers. I want people to start manufacturing things. Angeke ngithenge umshanyelo wase-China. I understand why many ngithenge umshanyelo wase-China. Iy'hlahla zingaki eMzansi. I understand why many buy ifurniture ebuya e-China. Amajitengane straight line abenza ifurniture that I've seen with my own 2 eyes.
Of course.
I don't understand why I must buy this fridge from America. If I knew somebody that actually works at a factory that makes aircon that can actually develop a fridge. So I want to start preaching that, guys, let's start making our own things. I make sure when I buy clothes, I always wear an item that is homemade. Because for me, is if I can wear a product, yes, America, because in Michael Jordan in a Kamalaki, I'm sure I can wear engineer by the time.
Of course, yeah.
I'm sure I'm not going to cheaper, because I know that somebody had a dream and they wanted to see their dream go somewhere. And because they are working towards their dream every day, my job is to support. Look at Batu. You know, it was just a mere day, before you know it, now it's an entity that is making.
It was a young black boy with a vision. And
now dreams are possible. There are people who bought houses and big cars because of working for Ibatu. You know, there's a guy who didn't have a job, now he's a driver working for Ibatu. There are people at stores that know that there's a salary coming at the end of the month because of Ibatu. So, and there are people's confidence that have been boosted because you go in like myself. You've done the world.
Of course.
So,
and the younger generation, they're copying from you because they see you wearing it. So you're making it
imagine you making a mindset
popular.
Of designers.
Yes,
because
sir.
I've seen a lot of young designers that are doing amazing work, and all they need is a chance.
Do you think, this is my last question, do you think that now, since obviously you are /10%, if I can put it that way.
I am.
You are 10%. So now, do you think that Moses Malelekwa is doing enough in terms of bringing in the younger ones into acting, music and whatnot, as an art school?
My question would start. I will answer your question with a question.
Okay.
My question will start here. Do we think as the community we are doing enough to help young people understand the arts so that we can send them in the right direction? What have we done for the center? For us to start questioning what it's doing for
what the center is doing for the community.
Have we been to the center to go and see how they develop and put our 2 cents worth?
And are we helping the center?
Are we helping the center to grow?
Wow.
Are we hosting events at the center so that young people can be there? Are we hosting little small SME seminars at the center so that young entrepreneurs can come and meet us there and we exchange ideas? Are we having art showers like we do with baby showers? Are we having business showers? Because if it's an art shower, if young people are going to perform at Market Theatre and from Moses Moleleko, it would be nice for us to take our cars and go watch them. Because it's easy, make tour. I didn't
know there was something called art shower, business shower. Well, it's a good concept actually.
So if we know we do a business shower.
Shower that person.
So that when they start their business, they've got enough equipment.
A little bit of check as well, assistant financially. Yes.
So my contribution.
There's $500. Yes.
I might not give you money, but in the patterning cook is 100.
Wow, man.
And that will help you have enough profit to buy at a bigger scale. So that for me is something we need to start having our business shop.
I like the way you think, bro.
Yeah, so that way, then we all grow each other. So now it's not a matter of business.
Of course.
Because they will knock every day, but
yes,
you can't trust everyone.
Yes, sir.
But if somebody says, I've taken the first stand,
yes,
and I'm here, then we say, all of us as young entrepreneurs, and we say, Manje, this weekend, we need a business shower, let's all go there. If you think Ziggy, let's all buy an item from him. C20. If this guy can sell 20 t-shirts in one weekend, so that we can shower this business properly. Because we're a brand, I can still And then I'm a digital expert on Facebook so that people can see an online shop there. Let's start there. Let's not depend on our government. What are we doing? Then if we all chip in, we'll have 100 successful businesses in Tembisa that don't look each other down, but that always helps, trying to help each other. That's what I'm going to make a story of something. But I know somebody that can help you down the road. But in the that's no longer a competitor. That's a that's a co-worker.
You're stretching my mind, man. Yeah. You're stretching my mind big time. I like listening to people like you because obviously I have my own ideas, but what you do, you take them and then you expand them, you know.
Hence the word strategy.
Yes. Now I see. You expand them, and I start to have visions in front of me, and we appreciate you, and we thank you for your time, Ivana. And we just want to say, as P2 Palace, the show, we speak on behalf of Tembisa and the whole Ekurhuleni, the whole Johannesburg, to say we appreciate you, we love you. We love you. We need people like you. Have you ever thought of being a comedian? Stand up.
Actually, that started after my car accident last year.
Actually, yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. I forgot that. What happened? Because you broke an arm.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was driving from my mother's house.
Okay.
Home. It was June 16, 2019. And
Last year.
And
Yeah.
two cars were racing on oncoming traffic on R559 Massasoweto.
June what?
June
16.
Yeah.
All right.
And I tried to swerve Bangsha side, my car rolled, and I literally crashed my shoulder.
And then they left.
I was left on the scene.
So they never bothered to stop.
No, Netama passed by, the cars that were passing by, and a Metropolis car that was in the same traffic. And they couldn't catch up because those were sports cars.
Was it?
And
Wow.
Yeah. And
What time was it? Night time?
It was night time, but early in the night. It was around 9:10ish
Okay.
in the night. And I was doing like 60 Ks. I've been to Punama Road
Okay.
when that happened. And I was in the ICU for about 2 weeks. I was in the hospital for 6 weeks in total. And
So it was a bad accident.
it was a huge, because my brain started swelling when I got to hospital and I was put in an induced coma. And
I think I saw the pictures on social
Yes.
media that you posted.
And yeah, then I had 3 surgeries. So obviously trying to reconstruct my
The
whole
shoulder.
As a result, I'll never get to use my shoulder fully again. My shoulder only has 50% usage, nothing more than that. And you understand what this could have done to my acting career, to everything that I do, because I use a lot of
Some
my hands.
excitement, rich kids, fast tracking their cars
Do you know what I'm
on the public road.
And that could have ended my life. And thanks to God, I'm alive. So I think being in a hospital and spending so much of the time by myself, I started finding fun in all of my shortcomings, and I started making jokes about it. So people would come and see me in hospital, and I'd be so dragged by medicine, and I would tell jokes, and someone would record me. And it took me and they send me back those videos.
Yeah.
I'm actually funny, yes.
Yeah.
But no,
So-
comedy is not something I would ever consider. Comedy is a lot of hard work. I'd probably do comedy the day I decide to retire in business. Because comedians are hard workers. I mean, I've got some of my closest friends are comedians, and I know how much they work to put together a 1-hour show. It is.
I think you should. Personally,
Maybe later in life I'll
I
do
think
it.
you should. You have the persona for it.
Yeah, I know
So
later in life I'll do it.
You should go for it.
But I think
You'll
more
be
motivation-
surprised how well you will do.
Yo,
Start small, start it like a hobby and see
I'll
where it
think
goes.
about it. I'll think about it.
No, we thank you,
No,
Bra.
thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy, Zali, like we said. A very funny guy. Time flies. I haven't even started asking none of these questions. I told you I made a list of questions that I have to ask you. I probably, out of the list I've made, I didn't ask even 2 questions.
Tell you what, if you want to have a second session,
Yeah.
ask the second one.
You are a very fun person to be with. You give all the information. Actually, I'll ask you one question and you just like, whoa,
I'm a sharer.
you pour it out.
I'm a sharer. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, so that's
Somebody
what we
might
like
learn a
about
thing or
you.
two from the
Most
watch at
definitely,
home, so,
most
yeah, I'm a
definitely.
sharer.
Oh, by the way, your acting career, what are you registered with any house that you probably people can reach you from?
So I think my social media pages are the best. So at Zesta Crush on Instagram and Twitter, and Zali Nxabi on Facebook.
Okay.
But I'm self-managed. I don't have I'm not baby's an agent. Yeah, no, I'm self-managed. Right. So hence Street Kids Media. I basically manage all my
So they must just Google for Street Kids Media.
Street Kids Media, TVSA. Google my name.
Email?
I think if you Google my name, that's where you can find TVSA. And
email address?
Email address ZN at Street Kids Media, Street Kids with a Z.
Okay.
StreetKidsMedia.com for any information.
All right.
Yeah, that's where they can find me. That's the socials. And inbox me. I can I think 4 days after, but it's fine.
But you will get back to that.
I will get back to you.
So you heard it from the man himself, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you. We presented Zali Nxabi, a crazy man, I have to say. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. And we want to thank you. Subscribe to our show. Continuously subscribe to our show so that you will get more of what we deliver to you. And then, send us an email. Yeah, we still have an email, right? Send us an email at 01pick2palace.co.za. Am I right? No, pick2palace@gmail.com. You got me twisted. It's 01pick2palace@gmail.com. That's the email address. You can send us an email if you've got any suggestion, any person that you think maybe they are worthy for us to sit down with on the show, or whatever that you want to share with us. It's all good. And then we appreciate you. We thank you for watching, and we want to say thank you very much. Goodbye.